Alien Worlds ticker code TLM might just be the next Sandbox, ticker code Mana for Decentraland that people are keeping their eyes on as we move on to the next phase of this bull run. I'm the Crypto Diet, and in this video I'm going to talk about the fundamentals, technical analysis, price predictions, and a recommendation on whether or not I would actually personally buy Alien Worlds for myself. The first thing you have to know about Alien Worlds is the tokenomics of it, and here we can see that there are a few ways that this is working out, but I'm going to simplify it for you. There is basically this token called Trillium that is the currency of the world, and you can use this and stake it in order to participate in the metaverse. You can also use it to have voting for council elections. You can be a councillor yourself. You can use it for mining. You can use it for battling. You can use it for all kinds of things in this world. And you can see here that they've got tons of other partners and a roadmap that's also there. The interesting thing with Alien Worlds is that it's actually the highest count among NFT games for the month of October, which had more than 750,000 users. It's also on the Wax blockchain, and if you know, Wax has actually been on a tear lately, and Alien Worlds is running on it as well as the Ethereum network as well. And Alien Worlds has more than 1.6 million monthly users and 280,000 daily players and more than 10 million daily transactions, which is drastically climbing as one of the top NFT games in the market today. So what you're looking for in NFTs is the user base. Are people playing these games? There's tons of games out there that are rewarding players for their time, giving them tokens, but you're looking for a large player base. And that's what makes these games such great investments, is when they have a great player pool, you're able to reliably understand that this coin is here or this game is here to stay around for a number of years to come. And you can see here, I like to compare coins to the Ethereum value, and you can see here that I'm comparing TLM rank 221. This might just change as we're speaking because this thing is being tracked live. So it's down in the year to Ethereum value. In the last 6 months, it's outperformed Ethereum. In the last 3 months, it's barely underperformed against it. And in the last month, it's been Ethereum's returns by about 55%. Now, what this tells me initially is that Alien Worlds is going to be taking off very soon. As we all know, the crypto scene was very different. It was all about layer ones a year ago. Now it's time for NFTs and games and metaverses to come alive. And we're seeing this across the board. So I'm not taking too much of attention into the 1 year performance against Ethereum, because I know in the short-term performance, you're starting to see a bit of green in the short-term performance, and you're starting to see that TLM, even though Ethereum has really done very well in the last 7 days, that this is a good buying opportunity for TLM potentially, but this is initial stages in terms of the fundamentals alone. Now we bring it over to the chart. Going to the technical analysis, we can see Alien Worlds against its USD value on the daily time frame and against its mid 50% mark. We're almost dead on it right now, and we've seen a lot of activity happening around its 50% mark at the moment. Now this is fantastic, because what we're actually seeing is actually potentially a little bit of a bull flag happening as we speak. We've also got our trend, which we've bounced off perfectly here, and that means that Alien Worlds might be start making its way up very, very shortly as this market is starting to heat up for Christmas. I love to buy coins personally at the 50% mark, and I can see Alien Worlds is almost perfectly on it at the moment. Slightly above, finding its support around the 50% mark, which is a sign of a strong coin. If we go on its major 50%, you can see numerous times we found support on the 50% mark, almost on the dot, and we've continuously stayed above it. What I anticipate to happen with Alien Worlds is that we'll continue to find some ground here before we start to hit this trend line very, very shortly. Ethereum is absolutely going nuts right now. And we all know that once what happens to Ethereum happens to all the other coins, with the exception of some metaverse tokens. You can also see with Alien Worlds here, very obviously, that we've bunched up and we're settling above a higher top now at the moment. What we're starting to see with Alien Worlds now is that the low is getting higher. So we're starting to see more higher lows, and we seem to starting to get up for another run very shortly. We've also got our 15-day moving average. With a coin like this, I don't pay too much attention to it because of course it's way above it. Looking at our RSI, we can see that we've come heavily above it, almost to the 80 on the RSI. Of course, once we start to hit 80 on the RSI and above, well, I would start expecting a pullback very shortly, which is exactly what happened here. We started to dip below it. I don't see this thing going very much below where it currently is. We're probably looking at about a 60 RSI. The lowest I see this happening is probably around 50 at the lowest. Looking at our MACD, we can still see our blue line is above the orange line, signaling the bullishness of Alien Worlds. And what I'm looking for in terms of my price predictions is this 50% mark here, this orange area. I want to see Alien Worlds start to push and clean cut right through the 57-cent mark. If I can do that, then we start to really think about the price predictions and taking some profits along the way. We know that coins like to hit their 1.618 mark, and that would take Alien Worlds to $1. And if we get really crazy, we can start hitting all of these resistance barriers and start to go make our way to even $2 if things go really crazy in the bull market. For now though, Alien Worlds seems to have just been building up, and it's in accumulation phase before it gets its next leg up. I have no doubt in my mind that Alien Worlds is going to take off in this bull cycle, because it seems that we're having a more extended bull cycle this time round. So absolutely, Alien Worlds is a buy right now, in my opinion, if I were to purchase this for myself. This isn't financial advice, but in terms of what I check for, this ticks all the boxes, and this would be a buy for me at the moment. And I'm very bullish on this coin.